It was a calm, quiet night, the kind that feels too perfect to question. The sky stretched endlessly above me, filled with stars. The air was still, too still, like the world was waiting. I sat outside my house, staring up at the sky, trying to enjoy the peace. But something felt wrong. At first, I ignored it. That feeling in my chest, that quiet shift I couldn't explain. But it didn't go away. It grew until I felt it, a presence, not behind me, not in front of me, just there, watching. Slowly, I turned toward the house, and that's when I saw her, an old woman, standing behind my window, still, silent, watching me. My heart started pounding, my body refused to move, and then she was gone. Not like she walked away, she just vanished. For a second, I told myself I had imagined it, but then I could still see her, not outside, inside my mind. She was in my room, lying on my bed, watching. That was enough. I ran straight to Rosa. She opened the door, and one look at me, she knew something was wrong. There was someone in my house, I said, an old woman. She disappeared. Rosa didn't question me. She grabbed my hand. Let's go. We ran. We ended up at the park, but the silence there felt worse. Then we heard it, a sound. Low, heavy, getting closer. We turned, cows, but something was wrong. Their eyes were empty, their movements unnatural, and then they charged. We ran again, fear pushing us, faster than our thoughts. And just as suddenly as it started, there was silence. They stopped. Rosa looked at me. We can't run from this. We have to go back. I didn't want to, but we did. When we got back, everything looked natural and normal. Too normal. We walked into my room and she was there, sitting on my bed, waiting. My children, she said, softly. You finally see. Her voice felt familiar. She told us everything about our bloodline, about witches, about me. Every 1,000 years, a powerful witch is born to restore balance between good and evil, and she never stands alone. She comes with her guide, in this case, my sister and I. Before we could even process it, she had vanished. She said she was our grandmother. She was our great ancestor. That night, I didn't sleep. The next morning felt unreal. I tried to act normal. I couldn't. Later, I sat outside trying to clear my head, and then I saw it. A figure. Twisted. Wrong. I blinked, and it was gone. Standing there instead was my neighbor, Brenda. It didn't make sense. She looked normal until I looked again and saw that she really was Brenda. That's when it hit me. She was the reason children had been disappearing. Just as she left, Rosa appeared beside me. It's Brenda, I said. She's not human. Rosa looked at me. Try a spell. I hesitated, then spoke. By blood of mine and truth untold, shift her form no longer whole. Not flesh, not bone, not as before. I bind her now, a rooted form. I didn't know how I said these words, but just like that, she was gone. Rosa was a flower pot. Panic hit instantly. Rosa, I shouted. Fix it, she said. Her voice echoed faintly. I forced myself to focus. Once been bound, I now release, break the hold, and restore in peace. Flesh to flesh and soul align. Return my sister whole, divine. Just like that, she was back. I didn't know how I came up with this, but we stared at each other. No more doubt. That was real. And then we saw him, a child, walking towards Brenda's house. Slow, dazed, like he was being called. We followed. He reached the door and it opened on its own. He walked inside. We rushed to the window, and what we saw, I will never forget. Brenda stood there, but it wasn't her. Her body looked wrong, twisted. her eyes empty, hungry. The boy stood in front of her, still, and then her mouth stretched open, far too wide, and she swallowed him whole. My body went cold. Before I could react, we were inside, face to face with it. It turned toward us, and then, just like that, it vanished, gone. We ran back home, shaken, and that's when we saw it, a book on the table. It hadn't been there before. Rosa picked it up. It's from the ancestors. We opened it, and then first page showed the same creature. It was a shapeshifter, the one that eats children. We don't wait, Rosa said. We summon it. I wasn't ready, but we did it anyway. Together, we spoke. Shadow feeder, child devourer. Bound by night and darkened power. By blood awakens, we command. Show yourself at our demand. The air turned cold, heavy. And then, it appeared. It lunged straight for Rosa. Do something, she shouted. I froze. I was scared to death. My mind blank. Fear took over until something inside me snapped. I raised my hands and the words came on their own. Ancient fire, hear my plea. Burn this darkness, set it free. By my will and rising flame, reduce this evil and its name. Fire burst from my hands, wild, powerful, uncontrollable. It slammed into the creature again and again. It screamed and then it was gone, burned to ash. Silence. I stared at my hands. You did that, Rosa whispered. And then the book began flipping on its own, pages turning fast until they stopped. More creatures, more horrors, and one word, awakened. That wasn't the only one, Rosa said. A cold feeling settled in my chest because deep down I knew that this wasn't over, not even close. And whatever was coming next was already on its way. This was only just the beginning.